Previously in the Golden Heir.
After many peaceful years, Prince Ofe learned that his father had died and returned from Lisbon to Africa to claim his throne, bringing his wife Isabella with him. Although the people were initially uncertain about their foreign queen, Ofe was crowned king, and Isabella later gave birth to a son, Oluwafemi, whose mixed heritage was celebrated as a blessing from the gods. The young prince became beloved for his kindness and was widely seen as the kingdom's future ruler. Tragedy struck when Isabella contracted malaria and died despite Ofe's desperate efforts and prayers to save her. Grief-stricken but determined to fulfill his duties, King Ofe eventually resumed ruling with his son by his side, unaware that fate had different plans involving another son yet to come. Time moved on, as it always does. To secure the lineage, the king married two other women at two different times. They were noble daughters from their land and a neighboring kingdom. From them came more children, 4 sons and 3 daughters in total: Oberu, Osan, Ebopo, Ogiedi, Rowoli, and Engwa. 30 years later, King Ofe joined his ancestors. The kingdom prepared to crown a new ruler. According to the ancient decree, each son had to prove himself worthy, not by birth alone, but by the possessions, wisdom, and influence he had acquired to command the respect of the people. The other sons ran to their mothers' families, gathering wealth, livestock, and warriors. They received spiritual blessings and guidance for kingship. But Oluwafemi, the Golden Heir, had no such fortune. His mother's people were across the sea, and he had nothing. Poverty pressed him down like a shadow. One night, filled with despair, he wandered into the forbidden forest of Arakunrin, a place none dared enter even in daylight. There he met a one-legged spirit, a tall, translucent being whose single leg leapt from place to place with the speed of wind. The spirit's voice was deep like distant thunder. Why does the Prince of Odo Iwer walk through death's forest with tears in his eyes? Oluwafemi fell to his knees and poured out his sorrow, the loss of his mother, his helplessness, his fear of losing the throne. The spirit listened and then said, "Your mother's blood calls from across the sea. Take this." He stretched out a long arm, and from the mist appeared a small rowboat and a paddle carved with ancient symbols. "Row once, and the sea shall open for you. Go to Portugal, to your mother's people. Whatever you receive, place it in the boat. No matter its size or weight, it shall hold it all. When you are done, row once more, and you will return." With trembling hands, the prince accepted the gift. He stepped into the rowboat, paddled once, and in the blink of an eye, he found himself on the shores of Lisbon. The world had changed, but his mother's name still opened doors. A lot of people he spoke to even remembered his father. The mother's family received him with awe and affection. When he told his story, they embraced him as their own. They showered him with gifts: golden crown, gold and silver jewelries, books, expensive fabrics, clothes, wrappers. Others were golden simple machines, pearls, beautifully made gold and silver decorated shoes, belts of precious metals, and expensive wristwatches. Yet others were golden cutleries, silvery kitchen utensils, bags of milled wheat, bags of oat, corn, other cereals, and processed foods. He received golden chairs, tables, stools, beds, 2 golden thrones, and so on. He put everything into the rowboat, and the spirit's words proved true. It held them all. But when the call of destiny stirred once more, he knew he had to return. He rowed once, and the boat brought him back home, this time with treasures, wisdom, and grace. He offloaded his bounties. They were more than a palace full.